Goober Nation, it's Lefty. So it's been a couple weeks since I've done a video, but I figured I'd have to have a little bit of content to actually do something. Just picked up the babies. Goose and Snickers are back here. I don't know if you can see them, but no, you can't. They're not playing nice right now. So it's been, I don't know, 2 weeks since I took the boat out, so there's been some activity. Of course, there's been 9/11 20-year anniversary, and as you probably figured out, I was in during 9/11. I have strong feelings about 9/11, and I will continue to remember and commemorate it, well, basically till the day I die. I spent a lot of time in Afghanistan, taking care of business. Obviously, I was in the Army and not SEAL or anything, so I didn't actually take care of Osama bin Laden. However, I was privy to some of that information, and I do appreciate those SEALs that went in and took care of the guy that decided to attack our nation. That being said, I know it's a big controversy. If you're a red-blooded American, it should boil your blood that people are kind of discarding it and sometimes forgetting about it, or trying to say that we need to, I don't know, maybe think of it in a different light. No, we don't. It was an attack on our country, and at the end of the day, somebody had to pay for it, and we spent that. And then, of course, 20 years later, we were out of Afghanistan, and as everybody has probably figured out by now, it was nasty, it was dumb, and my opinions are that the leadership that made the decisions higher up at its highest level did not and continue to fail at listening to the ground commanders and his basically his commanders that know what's going on to give them advice, and chose wrong, which in turn caused hundreds of thousands of people to be basically in turmoil, a country to get turned over, and a lot of veterans have different views on that. We'll get into that in a different video because I want to do this as a peppy one. But anyway, we're going to talk a little bit about my boat. So last time you saw me on my boat, well, I was super excited about being on my boat, and that was the first time that I'd actually had it in 8 months. And if you didn't know me, last year I retired from the Army, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to buy a boat. So I bought a boat, and wasn't too much. It was just 18 foot, 90 horsepower, nothing big, center console. Started having issues with it. One of my buddies was helping me out, and we realized that there were some cavitation issues and whatnot. So I decided to get a hold of a marina and see what we could do about it. Well, push comes to shove, and new motor later, and 8 months later, I have a new boat. Well, when I do the walkthrough, I guess, of the boat, I'll talk about why it took 8 months, and the delays, and the obnoxiousness that went down, and the constant, we might have it done, oh no we won't, but that's neither here nor there. So I took it out on the second day, on Labor Day, and I was all excited because, I'm, it's by myself. I have my new trolling motor. I got my Humminbird fish finder. I'm going to a new lake up in Pennsylvania. I'm just having a ball. And, I don't get up too early. Helped out a friend the night before, so it was, a little later start than I wanted to, but at the end, I got up, I went. Well, I got some gas, and, I don't know, about $75 worth or whatever. And I get to the boat ramp, everything is fine. I'm unloading the boat goes in the water great, everything seems to be working fine. Get on the boat, have everything set up, and I'm just trolling, going under wake speed so that you're in the no wake zone. You gotta do that. You can't go very fast, otherwise, make people mad, whatever. And So I get to wherever, a quarter mile, half mile, however far it is away from the marina, and I, full throttle it, let's go. And I don't know exactly how long it was, but I was cruising, and all of the sudden, my boat decides that it's just going to scream at me. And I'm talking alarms everywhere, beeping, and it just shuts down. And I'm talking like 35, 40 miles an hour to 0, like that. And I am like, what the hell is going on? Come to find out that when I bought the fuel, there was water in the fuel. And when I say water, of the 20 plus gallons that I bought, around 17 of it was water from apparently that big storm that came by 3 or 4 weeks prior. Basically flooded some of their tanks at this gas station, and they didn't know, so they were selling fuel that was mixed with water. Well, I got mostly water in, well, brand new 2021 motor, sucks up a whole bunch of water. Good thing is, Yamaha being Yamaha, they have these cool sensors and stuff on them, and they actually shut the engine down and will not let you start it. So it saved me thousands of dollars worth of damage. And so I call my mechanic, and I'm like, dude, I don't know what's going on. This is craziness. I'm out in the middle of a lake. What do I do? Well, of course, I already had the answer. I'm going to use my trolling motor because it's a Minn Kota, and Minn Kota is awesome. But he says, okay, well, take out the fuel filter. So I unscrew the fuel filter, pour it out. It's nothing but water. I mean, no smell of fuel anywhere, and clear as day. So, of course, we know what's the problem. We know absolutely what the problem is. And he's like, well, get it to me as soon as you can. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm in the middle of this lake. I'm already up here. The sun's shining. It's a good day. And I'm like, well, I got one motor. It works. And the philosophy of 2 is 1, 1 is none kind of worked out for me for the day. And I spent the next couple of hours fishing on my trolling motor, and I caught this little tiny, I don't know, small mouth. Had a couple of other bites. But I learned that Raystown Lake in Pennsylvania actually is, there's a town underneath the water. And you can actually see the roads in the maps on the fish finder, which I thought was really cool. But anyway, so then it was time for me to go. And a whopping 2.5 miles per hour in a headwind, I'm sitting on the bow of my boat, just using my remote for my Minn Kota, wiggling my way up to the marina to get to the dock so I can, put my trailer on the ramp and everything like that. And of course, I am kind of pissed about it, but it's almost funny because 8 months of waiting for my boat, and it does this. So I don't think I ever talked about to a lot of my friends what my boat was to me before or whatever, but it used to have a really long name. It used to be Big Sarge's Whiskey and Sunshine. And I decided, since it got a brand new motor, brand new brain, brand new electricity, decided that it was gonna shit itself in the middle of a lake while I'm trying to go fishing and enjoy my time, that I'm gonna rename it. And I decided that I'm going to rename it Honey Badger Express. Now, you can think what you want, but there are 2 reasons. 1, honey badgers don't give a fuck. And 2, it's my favorite platoon in the entire time that I was in the Army. It was my platoon that we started from scratch when we were in Kuwait, and our mascot was the honey badger. And it's because honey badgers don't give a fuck. But I also learned about honey badgers that they can really swim. So it actually has something to do with water, even though my wife was making fun of me because I picked a land animal for the name of my boat. But I got her on that one. It's my 10% rule. I'm only 10% right with her. And guys, trust me, don't argue with that, because if you argue with that, you lose it down to 5. And I had to earn my 10% back. That's a whole different conversation, but we'll have that one at a different time. But trust me, keep your 10%. So I get it back, I take it in, motor's not shot, it's just flooded, completely flooded. They brought 3 mason jars worth of water out of the engine itself, and another 21 gallons of liquid, 17 of which was water, out of the tank after I got it back to them that next day, or sorry, that next week. And then I just thought of something. I took it out first on Labor Day weekend. Then I took it out last weekend, which was Saturday. So like within a week. It was Labor Day I took it out, and then that Saturday I took it out. And that's when I had the issues. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Either way, it's only been out twice since it's got all its upgrades, and it decides to go. So, whatever. But kind of going off of what I was talking about a little bit earlier with this whole 9/11 thing. I am a veteran, so it kind of hit me hard, and I was kind of in a little bit of a downward, kind of playing with my demons, and you know, sometimes you get them locked away, and sometimes you don't. I thought that I had it under control for a while, but this whole Afghanistan thing kind of threw me. Well, I've got a really cool surprise that my wife told me about. My parents, my mom and dad, my dad and my stepmom, are actually coming this next week for my 40th birthday. Yes, this fat guy right here is turning 40 next week. And so they're coming out here. It's the first time that I've seen them in, I think, 5-ish years or so. So that's awesome. And I'm on vacation for an entire week, which makes it even better. We're probably going to go all over DC and check out some things. And, of course, go to wineries and breweries and, you know, maintain my fatness. I'm kidding. But because I'm turning 40, I've decided that I was going to buy a tonal system. And if you don't know what tonal is, it's like this magnetic electronic video weight system thing. And it's kind of expensive, but it's really cool. Anyway, I got it the same weekend that I got my boat back, and we got it installed. And yeah, I'm gonna try to get back in shape the best I can, even though that I'm a broke ass veteran that is, according to the VA, 100% disabled, and probably won't make it to running or jumping out of airplanes ever again. But I'm gonna try to get not this weight. And so, as we always tell ourselves, the beginning of the problem-solving process is acknowledging that you have a problem. Well, the problem that I have right here is 280 pounds. If anybody knew me back in high school that happens to be watching this, or even younger, I was a twig. I joined the Army at 145 pounds. So you can imagine how I feel about being out of the Army 21 years later, and weighing 140-ish pounds more. Yeah, it's not fun. It's embarrassing. I look in the mirror, it sucks. And then, you know, the number coming up next week, turning 40. Yeah, that kind of sucks too. I only got like 5 days left, 4 days. 1, 2, 3, 5 days left in my 30s. Never really thought that would bother me that much. I don't think it really bothers me. It's just weird because I'm a kid at heart. I will always be a kid at heart, and I don't think I'll ever internally grow up. Mentally, I'm never going to grow up. So y'all learn that, trust me. But But yeah, so it's my birthday week, so we're gonna party this week. Now I'm gonna try to do some, small videos here and there of just the stuff that we're going on. I obviously have to get permission from my parents if they want to be on the video. Well, maybe not. I might do a candid thing, but nonetheless, I am trying hard to come up with new stuff to talk about and not go crazy. 1 week or 1 day this after all this, I'm going to do a video of me going to work and the shit that goes on when I'm talking to these asshole drivers in the DC area, because they're obnoxious. It just sucks, like driving here. I mean, I don't like driving to begin with. Just there's reasons, but these people don't know how to drive. And if you add any kind of weather into it, if it's not perfectly sunny outside, no clouds in the air, they just lose their minds. And then you add COVID into it, and nobody drove for like an entire year. So those of us that actually went to work for the whole time maintained our driving skills, but I don't know what the fuck happened to the people that decided to stay on their couches for an entire year. Those people, they went back to like high school driver's education. I'm telling you, like cutting people off for getting their turn signals, braking hard. It's craziness. But I mean, that's probably everywhere in the major cities. But I'm telling you, the DC area sucks when it comes to that. Let's see. Oh, yes, I am from Kansas City, Midwest boy, as I stated earlier. I am a huge Chiefs fan. No, it's not because we drafted Mahomes. I've been a Chiefs fan since I was like a baby. I have pictures of me having baby t-shirts on and a baby diaper that has Chiefs all over it. So all you guys that think I'm a bandwagoner because we have the best quarterback in the entire league on our team now, you could go shove your opinion up your ass, because that's not the truth. I have always been. I actually have pictures of me with Christian Okoye and Casey Wolf and Will Smith, or Will Shields, and all that, those kinds of people. So don't even go there. But we're 1-0 so far this season, and come back at that at home. Our defense isn't all that great, but we'll get there. But I'm excited to see this season again. I hope we make it back to the Super Bowl and, avenge the Tom Brady's beating us. Anyway, I don't know. Obviously I'm driving now because I got to take the kids home. Kids being my dogs. Yes, my fur babies are my kids. Don't knock it. All right? And actually, you might be able to see one. Oh, there she is. There she is. Hey. Oh. There she is. That's Snickers. Snickers. And Goosey's back there somewhere. But, anyway. I know this is new, so it's a little rough on me too, and we're gonna learn. But now that I got a couple of videos to throw up and get some feedback and get some ideas from y'all on the comments, I would say be nice, but I know how the internet is, so go fuck you before I get all the craziness of the hey, don't do this, you suck, blah blah blah. I know it's coming. I don't really care. If you got something quality to say or some good critiques, great. If you want to be an asshole and just be a troll, good for you. I have friends that will take care of that. At the end of the day, I'm just having fun trying to do this. It's something new for me. I'm just trying to be a little personality, trying to, get out there in the world and, talk about my little place in West Virginia. It is what it is. But I'm not fond of people that troll just to troll. So fair warning, if you do that, I'm probably going to have fun with you after my friends have fun with you. But at the end of the day, what are you going to do? Be a keyboard warrior? Because you don't scare me. Not much does. Anyway, it's a beautiful day. It's Saturday. I'm almost home, and I'm going to make sure that I get my house ready for my parents because, it's new. They've never been here, so probably should have it a little respectable for them. I'll tell you right now, it's not clean. That's my fault. I'm a little messy. You would think, being in the military, that you'd be a little bit more organized than I am. No. I left that shit in the military. At home, I'm messy, and my wife, she hates it, and she gets on to me all the time about it. But whatever, she loves me, and I'll take her out to dinner or something, and get over it, and I'll be out of trouble until the next time I'm messy and she gets mad at me. But anyway, I am going to go clean my house and mow the yard and pick up a whole bunch of stuff and play with these yahoos back here and get ready for the parents because they're showing up in a couple days. But in order to help me out a little bit, please go ahead and tell your friends about my channel. Hit that like button. I think that's what they're supposed to be saying these days. And subscribe, because then you'll know that I put up a new video and you can watch it and laugh hysterically at me as I stumble through my ability to talk to somebody that's not actually reacting to what I am saying. I'll leave you with a dad joke for the day. All right? What makes a joke a dad joke? When the punchline becomes apparent. All right, Goober Nation, left you out.